So with 1.4.5 coming out a few weeks ago, we got many new changes to balancing for classes, especially stamina. And in today's video, I'll be talking about what is Terraria's best class. And yes, this is my opinion. Make sure to like and subscribe, only if you want to, and let's get into it. Now I first want to say that this is not based on how fun it is to use the class, but how good they are as in defense, damage, and usability. Here's my list for the most fun classes if that's what you wanted. We are going to start off from worst to best, and at the bottom of the list we have Mage. As much as I really want to like this class at times, it is mostly agreed by the community that it is the worst class in the game. Mage has the weakest early game where the first weapon you would normally get is the Wand of Sparking, which is actually a great starter mage weapon, but the problem is that it requires some luck to find it in a chest. So if you don't get it, that leaves you with Gem Staffs or the Thunder Zapper, which is in the Underground Desert. Mage also has the second least amount of defense, and Mana Sickness, which if you overuse mana potions, you get way less damage. Although this class has quite a lot of flaws at times, this class can be quite good at some points like when you get Spectre Armor or such. But overall, this is for me the weakest class in the game. Next up we have Ranger, and honestly I didn't really have much to say about Ranger. It has the second highest defense, which for a range class is actually really good. Pretty solid damage, and good usability throughout all of the game. Weapons like the Boomstick and a good bow can easily beat the early game bosses. For some reason, it has 0 Ranger accessories in pre-hard mode, which does make it a little bit worse, and it did get some nerfs for some reason in early hard mode like darts, which again, is just stupid. But overall, this class is really consistent throughout the entire game, and the reason it's not higher is just because the other ones are just better. For the last two, we have Melee and Summoner, and as much as I really want to put Summoner at number 1, I'm going to have to give it number 2. Summoner has extremely good damage and can easily shred bosses like the Moonlord or Plantera, or just any boss in general. Despite it having the weakest defense, the damage really makes up for it. Luckily, 1.4.5 made this class a lot more usable throughout the entire game. Weapons like the Cobweb can easily be gotten early game instead of dying over and over for the Snap one if you really got it early on. They did remove whip stacking, which did nerf a lot of weapons like the Blade Staff quite a lot, but the new reforges almost make up for that and makes it easier for players to use Summoner overall. So overall, this class is extremely good. From being literally the worst class in the game to one of the best is what I like to see. And at number 1, we have Melee. And I don't think I really need to say why this is the best. Highest defense, good damage, and as many weapons and accessories throughout the entire game. Once you reach hard mode, it basically just becomes Ranger with higher defense and way more accessories. 1.4.5 also buffed this class even more. Weapons like the Shadow Flame Knife, which is one of my favorite weapons to use, got even more damage. Also, the Mandible Blade is just a little bit too OP. Also, just look how many weapons this class has. Compare it to Mage and Summoner, and it's not even close. Although, to be fair, most melee weapons you don't really use. Overall, this class has still proven to be the easiest to use throughout all of Terraria's history, and will probably stay the best. Summoner is actually the best class for damage if you're really good at the game, but overall, Melee is just way more consistent. Well, that's it for this video. Let me know what you think is the best class in the comments down below, and goodbye.